Namaskara. This video I'll be discussing about the Navratri, which is upcoming from the 3rd of October to 12th of October, followed by Vijayadashmi. I'll be discussing about various sadhanas in the pujas you can do sitting at your house. Need not go to any temples to do these sadhanas. As we all know, during Navratri, we worship the Devi, the divine feminine, and it is also celebrated in terms of the evolution of womanhood or the evolution of Prakriti. In fact, there are a lot of Puranas in which it is said that the divine feminine is the source of energy across the globe, the essential source of energy. As per the Shakta Sampradaya, or there are various Puranas like the Devi Purana, Srimad Devi Bhagavata. In all of these, it is mentioned that Devi is actually the source out of which all the Trinity and everything in the world has emerged out of. Navratri is actually the celebration of divine feminine, and in other terms we call it as Prakriti. So if you have seen, in Indian culture, we celebrate four different types of Navratris, and all of these Navratris are usually coming during the change in the season, that is the change in the Prakriti. Navratri as an aspect of nurturing of the divine Prakriti. In fact, I was telling that Navratri is celebrated four times in the Hindu calendar. The first one comes during the spring season. If you just look at the Hindu calendar, they talk about Chaitra Navratri, which at some places of India it is celebrated as Gudi Padwa, Yugadi, during the summer season, during the spring season, which is a new year for everyone. The second Navratri is Ashada Navratri. Usually this is celebrated during the monsoons, July, August, where again from Chaitra Navratri, the Ashada Navratri, that is from the spring season to the monsoon seasons. The third one is Sharad Navratri, which is also called as Gupta Navratri in many parts of North India. This is celebrated during the October and November, usually during the autumn season. This Navratri, especially the Sharad Navratri, is one where lot of people do the puja for the Divine Mother. And the last one is Magha Navratri, which comes during the winters, somewhere during January and February. If you just look at these Navratris, there has been a strong connectivity between the changes in the climate and the tithis of Navratri. Whenever there is a change in the climate, there is a Navratri which occurs. Now, Srimad Devi Bhagavata says that during these change in the climate, people do fall sick, and it is during these changes in the climate, when Navratri comes, people do a lot of observation, very calculated eating, fasting, or whatever you call it. And during such time, when people are fasting, they have control over what goes inside, what they eat. So it is, if you just look at the doctor's prescription, whenever you fall sick, it is expected that you should be on a specific kind of fasting. So during Navratri, when people fast, they look at what they consume. When you fast, you drink milk, you eat sabudana, or you eat banana. All of these, if you just look at the food which you are taking in, these have high calcium, high protein, which will help you to get adjusted to the climate which has been changing. So this is one of the the scientific aspects behind people fasting during the Navratris. So that was the connection between the changes of the changes in the climate and the various kinds of Navratris which are being celebrated in Indian calendar or the Hindu Dharma. Now coming back to the Navratri, that is the Sharad Navratri or Gupta Navratri, which we call it, across the world there are a lot of sadhakas, or a lot of people who does the puja for the divine mother in form of Durga or any other source of energy, feminine energy. Few rituals which are followed during Navratri is, there has been a tradition of Ghatastapana. Ghatastapana is nothing but you take a ghata. Ghata is a vessel which is made out of mud or copper, or there are some places where people also keep the ghata which is made out of pancha dhatus, silver also. So they put water in that, and I would give the description of ghata and the rituals of ghata stapana in the description. So they keep this ghata, and they see to that it is kept for 9 days, including the 10th and 11th day, that is Vijayadashmi, and they see to that this is not being disturbed. So they keep a ghata, then the betel leaves on that, 5 betel leaves, and then on that they keep a coconut, and they do the puja, thinking that this ghata is a form of Devi. And when you keep this ghata, you make out, you make a swastik on the what we say, the pitha, and you keep this ghata there. And in North India they also offer a red chunri or a red cloth, and then sindoor is being kept, and then they do the puja of this ghata. The other ritual is, some families, under some cultures or traditions, they have this process of keeping a Akhanda Jyoti. Akhanda Jyoti is from the day of Ghata Stapana, that is on the 3rd of October. From there to the Vijayadashmi, they see to that they lamp a light continuously. They see to that the light, the lamp which is lit should not go off. There is also this ritual called Kumari Pujan, Kanya Puja, whatever you name it, on the Ashtami, that is the 8th day of the Navratri, wherein they call 9 girls, the girls of below age of 11 or 12, who haven't started their menstrual cycle. These girls are called up, and they will be treated as Navadurgas, and there will be puja done, and then you feed them with some good food, you give them some gifts, and then you send them. That is what is being done. And on the same day, there is also this Bhairava puja which is done on the Ashtami day only, wherein the same aged boys are also called, and they are done puja, the Pad puja, and then you feed them good food, and also give them some gifts before sending them. This is also one of the rituals which is done during the Navratri. The other kind of rituals are, during these 9 days there are traditions where people read Devi Mahatme, Srimad Devi Bhagavata, or they recite the Lalita Sahasranama, Devi Ashtottara, or Devi Sahasranama, or you have this Shri Suktam, or various hymns or various mantras or Sahasranamas of the Devi. Navaratri, as said, is also the celebration of Prakriti, the divine feminine, or also the evolution of womanhood. In fact, coming to the connection with the Navadurga Puja, which is being done during the Navratri, I would be giving a brief on how do you do puja, what do you wear, what should be the prasadam, given as a bhog to Devi. I'll be talking on all of these aspects.